Sportsman. You in the mix, rockin' with Kenny. When it comes to news, man, he got plenty. You in the sports mix with Kenny, news and knowledge. A lot of dope techniques make kids become scholars. You need to tune in, a lot of hot topics. When it comes to sports, Kenny sound like a prophet. You in the mix, man, you in the mix. Plus he keep you up on all the hottest trends. Plus you never know who he has as a guest. So grab a cold one, man, and just tune in. You in the mix, man, you in the mix. You in the mix, sports mix. You in the mix, rockin' with Kenny. When it comes to news, man, he got plenty. You in the mix, man, you in the mix. You in the mix, sports mix. You in the mix, you rockin' with Kenny. When it comes to news, man, he got plenty.
Sports Mix, Big Kenny in the building. What's up, fellas? What's up, peoples? Everybody checking in. What's going on? Dean, what's up, homie?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm here.
Oh man, we back in the building.
That's right.
You know, Sports Mix, man. We mixing it up. You know, had a good show a couple weeks ago. It's been 2 weeks now.
Yeah.
You know, my man Dante Bright was on the show.
Yeah.
One of Baltimore's finest. Yeah, legend, Baltimore's finest.
Yes.
Legendary poet, graced the stage, you know, told his story, man, shared with us. Good stuff, man. Good stuff.
Real good stuff.
You know, good to see him on here. You know, talking a little bit about what he got going on now and his journey to Dunbar and the UMass and overseas and all that, man. So shout out to Dante. You know, appreciate you, boy. You know, you welcome back anytime. Yeah, so everybody that's watching on YouTube, I see y'all on there. Y'all make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. Check us out weekly. You know, hit that subscribe button over there on YouTube. If you're checking us out on Instagram, what's going on? How y'all feeling? So you got a couple people over there. So yeah, man, we back, man. So what's going on, brother? How you been making out, man?
Yeah, man, everything good, man. You know, as y'all know out there, we go deep. We go deep with the Ravens games during the season, and you know, it's the off season now, and you know, the Costa and the crew, they in the mix on trying to sign some folks. I heard they throwing some money at Linderbaum,
and they need him.
They need him. That offensive line. And then the of course always a priority is the Lamar Jackson contract extension.
Yeah, and it's going to be a whole bunch of foolishness until it gets done. You know,
yeah, it's already started.
Should we trade him? Is he going to stay here? You know, I don't know, bro. I just you know, Lamar is just a fire, you know, what they call it, a lightning rod. You know, you bring his name up, man, it's just going to get all kind of movement in the country, almost like Trump.
And why do you think that about Lamar? What is it?
I just think, man, he's such a dynamic personality. Well, let me not say that. Because personality wise, he's not real dynamic. No. But as a player, right? As a player, he's such a dynamic player, you know. And here in Baltimore, Smaltimore, you know, and I'm a Baltimore guy, so y'all don't take it personal.
Yeah.
But you know, we tend to go hard against the big names. You know, they call them prima donnas. You know, the ones that's out there, you know, making all the money.
Yeah.
So it's almost like an envy thing, you know. We've been hearing for 4 years now that he don't deserve the money. You know, we've been hearing that.
Don't give him the money, and you can fortify your roster, and you just get keep what's the other quarterback we got?
Oh, Huntley.
Yeah, keep Huntley.
Snoop. Yeah, save that money, and Snoop could get us. Snoop could get us 8 to 9 wins.
Yeah.
I got some desert beachfront property that I'm gonna sell you too.
Right.
You believe in that? You believe that nonsense?
And you know, man, I mean, this thing with Lamar really, I mean, it really has to be looked at. I mean, they be on this man's case, and it's crazy, man. I mean, okay, he's a quarterback, and we know the quarterback gonna catch stuff. You know, that's supposed to be the toughest position, the leader on the field, all that kind of stuff. I mean, but this thing with Lamar, man, is really excessive.
Yeah.
Is it because he got his mama as his that probably added a little something?
Yeah, that added something to it.
Yeah.
That added something to it.
I mean, and obviously what he's been doing on the field has added something to it. I mean, he has put together some seasons like never been seen before.
Yeah.
With the rushing and the passing and the touchdown passes, 41 touchdown passes, 4 interceptions. Not this past season, but the year before when he should have won that MVP. And you know, anytime you got a brother coming in there looking like he's a record-breaking kind of a quarterback, he's gonna be catching it.
Yeah. He gonna catch it, and for no reason a lot of times.
Right.
You know, what they call him, he catching strays.
He catching strays, man. You think his look got something to do with it?
Oh yeah.
I think so.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
His look, the way he talk.
Yeah.
You know, he wear the gold fronts.
Right.
You know, he real unapologetic about just being himself.
Yeah, man.
You know, and with all that being said, you know, this dude don't get no trouble. You know, you don't see him in the police blotters every week, and you know, he seemed to be a pretty quiet guy. You don't see video of him out partying and clubbing and chasing women, and you know, whatever he's doing it at his own pace. He keeps a low profile.
Yes.
You know, but again, it's that he don't have that corporate look, you know, or the corporate personality.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So he don't fit the mold, as they say, you know, and you know, people still question his intelligence.
Sure.
You know, people still question whether he's loyal. They talking about he don't come to OTAs and he's not a good teammate, and it's discord in the locker room. And I mean, you only hear this. It's always from a what they call it, a source inside the locker room, or unnamed source, or you know what I'm saying. It's never nobody putting their name to it.
No.
Saying, you know, this is what's going on.
Right.
Or he's this bad of a player. He's this bad of a person. You know, I saw something the other day, which I mean, I'm pretty sure it was some. I didn't even read it. I just looked at the headline. It was supposedly likely making some comments about Lamar not being a team player, and
that's what the headline said, right?
Yeah. I didn't even open it. I didn't even read it. I just saw the headline and just kind of like, okay, here we go.
Yeah.
Here we go. Now I just saw today that they are working on a contract extension for likely.
Right.
You know, and as say so far it's looking good. The framework is looking good, so he may be back. Along with Linderbaum. I did see Linderbaum that they're working on his.
Yeah.
You know, I also saw today something we threw around here. The touchdown that wasn't a touchdown in that Pittsburgh game.
Yeah.
That it should have been called a touchdown.
Talking about the likely touchdown?
The likely touchdown. Yeah. The said the New York got it wrong. You know, but that's not doing us no good in damn near February, in damn near March. It ain't doing us no good at this point.
Yeah.
You know, but again, you know, it's that whole thing of what is a catch in the NFL. You know, what's a touchdown? I mean, sometimes you gotta break the plane, and sometimes you gotta catch with 2 feet. And I mean, you know, the definition changed every week.
It does.
You know, I guess it depends on who catching the ball too.
Right.
You know,
You can see a guy with the ball dive across the line inside the pylon and get cracked and fumble the ball after you get inside the pylon.
yeah.
And likely got the ball in his hand and take a couple of steps and then it come out. I mean, they gotta clear that up, man. Come on, man.
Now, speaking of touchdowns in the end zone, let's take it back to
2011.
Super Bowl 35.
Oh, okay.
When Jamal Lewis went across the pylon, went across the goal line and fumbled.
Yeah.
That looked like a fumble to me.
Right. They called that a touchdown.
That was a touchdown.
Right.
That looked like a fumble to me. But hey,
yeah.
Let's not go back and rewrite history.
Right. I thought Lee Smith was a touchdown. His name Lee Smith.
Lee Evans.
Lee Evans.
I think so too.
I thought that was a touchdown.
I think so too. Money Mike, what's up?
But I do know that kick was off.
Yeah.
Wasn't no argument there.
There was no discussion about that.
Right.
So Money Mike say, when will the Ravens get Lamar a true number one wide receiver? He's the only elite quarterback who never had one.
Yeah.
Well, I'm one that I hold DeCosta accountable.
Me too.
A little more so than you hear on other shows. And I think the Ravens have never really truly ever had a legit number one wide receiver ever. Even with Anquan Bolden and who's the other guy we had?
Yeah, Derek Mason.
Derek Mason. I mean, them guys was good.
Right.
They was number ones here. But they weren't like number one guys that
Right.
They wasn't like out that, and I probably shouldn't use Randy Moss because he the outlier. It's
yeah.
Tough, but even a Chad Ocho, they wasn't on that level. Them guys they was great, good receivers here.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're right. I hear Tyreek Hill is he got cut by Miami. What do he have left though? He coming off a devastating knee injury.
Nasty injury.
So what do he have left?
Right.
AJ Brown up there with Philly is going to be on the block.
A lot of talk about him.
Will the Ravens do what it take to bring him here? And is he the type of player that could fit here?
Right.
Based on what we have seen. I mean, Lamar likes to go to Zay Flowers. But is Zay Flowers truly a number one option? Like a big game number one option?
Yeah, probably not.
Yeah.
Love him. Gotta have him. Want him on his team. But as far as being a true number one receiver, probably not.
Nah.
Yeah.
Nah, I ain't saying it.
And that's one of the reasons why I would hate to see Likely leave, because when you're looking at the receiving core, just like that last that catch he made in the Pittsburgh game, Mark Andrews can't make that catch.
Nah.
The catch to put us in the field goal range to win that game, he go up between two guys, make a wonderful catch. Andrews not making that catch.
Not no more.
Not no more.
Not no more. Once upon a time, he may have made it.
Maybe he could have made that.
Yeah.
But Likely, man, his future is bright. I would hate to see him go to another team and just go off. And, and I know he's looking for the opportunity to be a starting tight end.
Yeah.
And not have to, back up like a Mark Andrews. And I think that's the big thing that he may walk away because he want to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Money Mike, I agree. If they get AJ Brown, the offense is unstoppable. You talking about AJ, and Zay as your 1 and 2. You know, you like you said, you got Likely. If you bring Likely back, you got Andrews.
Yeah.
Number 88, Kohler.
Kohler, nice.
He's starting to make some plays downfield.
Even that wide receiver, the young boy.
Bateman
caught about 5 catches in his career, 4 I'm like touchdowns.
Yeah. I can't think his name. What are you talking about?
Devontae Walker.
Walker, yeah.
I like
it. And you still talking about Derrick Henry.
Derrick Henry in the backfield.
You gonna have Hill coming back.
Hopkins back or not?
Hopkins probably not.
I don't think so.
Hopkins probably not. But then, you know, the young running back, 34.
Yeah.
Excuse us for the names.
These names, man. we struggle.
But yeah, the offense will be tough.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Keaton Mitchell, yes, sir. Money Mike, I love you, baby.
Yes.
Thank you. We need to get you on the show.
Yes.
Money Mike. Because we terrible with these names. But yeah, you know, the offense would definitely take a step way up with if you add a number 1 threat like AJ Brown to, and again, the one thing that get lost when you talk about depth on a team, right, is say, you know, like so we talked about the injuries all season. You know, this team was built a certain way and they just struggle with injuries. Lamar goes down, you know, you got all these guys going out at different points in the season. You can't replace that. You're not going to replace that kind of production. You know what I'm saying? So you look at, if you take Zay Flowers' production, Derrick Henry, you know, the Flowers, Andrews and Likely and all them guys, you take their production and you throw a number 1 threat like AJ Brown on the squad, and then that kind of pushes their production back a little bit. But these are guys that produce. Come on, man.
Right.
Come on, man.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm all in favor. Like I don't know what it would take to get AJ Brown. Like I'm not, you know, I don't study football or the business of football enough to know what it would take. You know, is he a 2 second-round picks, or you know how they do all that stuff. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know what it would take to get him out of Philly. Apparently, he's not happy there.
Right.
You know, he's not happy in Philly, and he's trying to get out of there. And the rumor mill says that this is one of his wishes. This is on his wish list. Baltimore's on his wish list. So, you know, hey, whatever they got to do to make that happen. If it's not going to bankrupt them, I say go for it.
Yeah, we definitely don't want them to overpay. We never want that to happen. But we know that he would make a huge impact on this offense.
Yes.
Obviously, you know, I think offensively the focus is definitely going to be on that offensive line. You know, and they throwing that money at Linderbaum to get him to come back all pro center.
Mm-hmm.
I think Linderbaum's play last year. I mean, when you got Voorhees on your left and Falele on your right, I mean, you talking about pressure, man. You talking about I mean, Linderbaum, man, out there trying to help both sides out, and so hopefully they can keep him. And I know money is an issue when it comes to this off season and trying to get free agents and all that kind of stuff. But to me, man, you have to take care of number 8. You got to make sure that line is right, and you got Derrick Henry back there. I mean, come on, we got to get that offensive line right.
Yeah, you got to get that straight.
And again,
I think you should do that first.
Yeah, that's the first thing. That's the first thing. Because if you do that first and get that line right, Lamar gonna get you 30-something every game.
Yeah, and we've seen it.
We've seen it.
And we've seen that.
We're not just talking smack. We done seen it.
No, this is what we know.
What we know, man. And again, we always talk about football, the game of inches. I'm talking about giving Lamar Jackson a half a second more of time to throw the ball. And you talking about a huge difference in the outcome of a game. You get that man a half a second more time.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Let's get this done, man. Let's get this offense cranked up.
It's a no-brainer. You know, but that's something I've been saying, you know, the whole season. You got to get the lines, offensive and defensive lines, intact. You know what I'm saying? Because our defensive line was horrible.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm talking about horrible, man. We couldn't get no push. I mean, the game against Pittsburgh, I mean, that was just deplorable, man. You got a 42-year-old man back there, and he looked like he was fresh. I'm talking about, man, he, you know, I don't think did they sack him at all? I don't even remember.
You know? He had his best games against the Ravens.
Yeah. And that's just unacceptable.
And we talk about the loss of Madubuike. We know that had a huge impact. Yes, you pull him off of that defensive line where they had to pay serious attention to this guy, and your guys on the corner, they can't get to the quarterback. Mm-hmm. But if you got a guy like Madubuike in there they was calling him Baby Donaldson.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And you pull a line, you pull a Donaldson off of that defensive line. Obviously, the line is not going to be what it was. You pull Myles Garrett off of Cleveland,
yeah,
and see what their defense looked like. And Madubuike was our guy, man, on that line.
Shout out to your guy Lee Jones checking in. What's up, homeboy? What's up, homie? Showing some love.
Okay, I thought he was gonna pop a comment up there. Jonesy in the building, huh?
Yeah, he loved the show.
Yeah,
I see you watching.
Yeah,
you know, we get you a shout out. You know,
Jonesy.
God damn, you know, always good to see a homie.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Turner Station alumni.
Yeah, you know, y'all to me y'all the big homies.
Yeah.
A
lot of memories.
Yeah. Well, you know, there's room for that too.
Yeah. Of course.
Room for that too.
Memories.
Yeah. So you know, again, and we talked about how the NFL, man, just had you in a chokehold all year. The season is over. You know what I'm saying? And we are concerned. You know what I'm saying? We concerned. What's going on over at the Castle? Are y'all gonna get Lamar restructured?
Exactly.
You know, are you gonna get likely re-signed? And Linderbaum, is he gonna get re-signed? Are you gonna trade? Are you gonna make a trade for a number one wide receiver? What's the draft looking like? You know, these are things we need to know.
Yeah.
You know, because we can't go back into this year, into this coming season, like we were that last season. If we don't have a pass rush, it's going to be another long year.
Man, that's some frustrating stuff, man. To not be able to pressure the quarterback.
Yeah.
And to see them pass that ball and just go down the field, you know, unable to hold on to leads.
That's tough.
It's embarrassing.
That's tough. And again, we know Madubuike's loss was huge. You know, it was huge, man. I mean, when he got out, and they were talking about he might not never even play football again.
Right.
You know, so I mean, I've heard that his prognosis is a little better, but still, you know, you talking about, man, he might not ever play again, and you just paid him.
Just paid him.
You know. So yeah, you gotta. I don't know what it is. Like I say, I don't know. I don't study this thing enough to know how to build a team that way, you know, and we know the elite players come a dime a dozen. You know, I mean, these guys are everybody is up here when they're coming out of college. Everybody, you're not drafting the guy that, well, let me not say that because we drafted what's his name on potential, Odafe.
Yeah.
He what he had 0 sacks
in college.
Yeah.
You
know, and we drafted him. But the majority of guys you draft come in here with a resume, of they did this in college, they did that in college, free agency in 2 weeks. Why do you think Lamar resigned recently? Well, it's all about the restructure. So they gotta restructure that deal, and they got it. They're gonna have to do it. You know what I'm saying? There's no way that they can't restructure his deal because they're not gonna be able to pay that man $75 million next year. That'll just destroy the team. And Lamar knows that he got to get it done. But at the same token, if you in Lamar's seat, you in the driver's seat. Number one, because all right, I want to be here. And this is all negotiation. Listen, I want to be here, but I need to know what y'all gonna do to help me stay upright. What's the plan? What's the plan to help me stay healthy next year? What's the plan to keep these defensive linemen and linebackers off me? What is the plan? So if you want me to give some money back, and it's not necessarily giving money back, it's just pushing it to the back end. But if you want me to restructure, what are we talking about? You know what I'm saying? What is the plan? And so in negotiation, because none of us are in the room, right? All we doing is we playing the waiting game. And all we want to know is why is it taking so long? What's the holdup? So that's where all of the rumors start. That's where all of the little backstories come out. Where Lamar not a good teammate, and he really don't study the playbook. You know what I'm saying? All of that stuff gonna start seeping out. You're gonna start seeing these negative stories about him, and that's all of it come from these unknown sources and people that got sources within the locker room said all this nonsense. So all that stuff come out. This is the time where people that don't like Lamar Jackson, for whatever reason, they kind of gonna shine. They gonna just put out these stories. Mike Preston, what I'm saying, is one, and from the Sun paper.
Right.
And then other people that kind of like to throw darts and take shots when it's convenient. Because when he lighting the scoreboard up, when he putting up these big numbers, when he making these fantastic plays and doing all these great things, they quiet as church mice.
Mm-hmm.
You don't hear nothing. You know what I'm saying? And then even if they are throwing shots, nobody paying attention to it because, man, we enjoying the ride. We enjoying the ride. So why is it taking so long? I just think, man, from the standpoint of Lamar Jackson, you want to make sure that you getting the very best deal you can get for yourself, for your future. You know what I'm saying? So whether that's extending out another 5 years or 6 years or whatever the case, I know that's all part of it. How many years on top of what you got already do you want to extend out, and at what number?
Yeah.
And at what number? So I mean, quarterbacks these days are getting 45 to 50 million a year, 40 to 50 million a year. I don't know, like, again, I don't know the logistics of it. But he'll take a big bonus and then take less money a year. However, I don't know what that is, but I know part of it is if you Lamar Jackson, before you sign your name on anything, you want to know, number one, what is the plan, and then here are my demands. This is what I want. You know what I'm saying? This is what I want, because we know what he brings to the table. You know what I'm saying? We know what Lamar brings to the table. So people all this, and you're gonna have these bottom feeders that talk all this. Well, he haven't won yet, and this, that, and the other, and whatever. You can't win until you win it. You know what I'm saying? That goes for everybody. Everybody not gonna have a run like Tom Brady. You know what I'm saying? Josh Allen haven't won it yet, right? Are they talking about trading him up there in Buffalo? I don't think so. The kid out in Cincinnati, he been hurt. Ain't talking about trading him.
Joe Burrow.
Burrow, yeah. So, nah, man, we just got to be patient. Lamar's gonna be back. I don't have no doubt that he'll be back as a Raven. and the deal's gonna get done, and it's
It will.
gonna work out for everybody. All parties involved are gonna be happy, and we move on. But it's about how you gonna build this team. When you free up that money, what are we gonna do to build this team up?
Mm-hmm.
That offensive and defensive line. And again, I would do that before I even discuss AJ Brown. I will make sure that we got a plan for these offensive and defensive line. Whether it's through draft, whether it's through trade, whether it's through free agency, whatever the case, that would be my two priorities right there.
The trenches.
Offensive and defensive line. Straight like that.
Yeah.
Straight like that. That would be my priority. That's me.
Period.
If I was in there with Eric DeCosta, that's what we be talking about.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? As a matter of fact, if I was Steve Bisciotti, and Steve Bisciotti, I know you're watching.
He watching.
I know you're watching. You call Eric now. Yeah, I'm looking at this sports mix, and they hitting on some heavy points about them trenches.
That's right.
What's the plan?
That's right.
You know, what's the plan? Matter of fact, call Ozzy too. Get him on three-way.
Yeah, get them on there because they know. Let them know that the sports mix has DeCosta on the hot seat.
It might be a little more than hot.
Yeah, exactly. Let him know that.
Yeah, his seat might be a little more than hot with us.
We ain't messing around.
Nah. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting, man, to see.
It's DeCosta who got the offensive line in shambles.
Yeah.
He the one that failed with that offensive line.
Yeah, you broke it down pretty good too. You know, you went through the drafts and who he took and
exactly.
You know, you did an in-depth report on that.
Exactly.
They should get you what they call them, an Emmy.
Yeah, I need something. And when you think about how beat up Lamar was last year, come on, Eric. You got to do better, man.
Dean, there's some investigative journalism.
Hell yeah.
Damn. Man, I might have to find that clip and put that back out.
Right.
Find that clip.
I know DeCosta don't want to see that.
Yeah, but yeah, he need to see it.
He need to though.
He need to see it. Yeah. And you got a grade of F. Right there. And we wasn't even giving out grades, but I'm gonna give you an F on that.
That's what it was, yeah.
F for Falele.
Ain't that something?
And is he a free agent?
I think so.
He not on the priority list?
I haven't heard it. Somebody say Harbaugh want him.
Yeah, I read that. John Harbaugh said he on his priority list.
Right.
Yeah, you go ahead up there to New York with Big John.
Go up there with John.
Go ahead and take care of what's the name? What's the quarterback up there?
That young boy they got.
Yeah, I'm going to say Daniel Jones, but Jones went to the Colts.
Yeah, that young guy they got up there.
Yeah.
His name Dart?
Yeah, Jackson Dart.
Jackson Dart.
Yeah. Hey.
Yeah.
We figured it out.
Yeah.
We can figure out who he was. That Dart kid.
Yeah, that Dart kid, man. And you know, in this season coming up is going to be a different year for the Ravens. I mean, you're talking about almost a totally whole new coaching staff.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you're talking about mentor. He brought in the offensive coordinator, brought the guy from Chicago, Doyle, 29 years old. He's the same age as Lamar, and he's Lamar's offensive coordinator.
How about that?
You know, they brought Weaver back. He's the defensive coordinator. Obviously, they're already talking about mentor calling all the defensive plays. Which he did over there in San Diego and Los Angeles with the Chargers. I mean, so we got a whole new staff. It's a new beginning. You know, is 44 coming back?
I saw something today that said it's a good possibility he will.
Yeah. So, you know, that was a question. Whether they bring it. What's his name, man? Come on, man.
Humphries.
Is Humphrey coming back? I'm okay with Humphreys coming back. You know,
Humphrey is okay.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
everybody gonna get beat.
I'm okay with that. Yeah,
Everybody get beat. Chiefs fell off, and Mahomes got an ACL injury. Ravens time now.
yeah,
Yeah. I mean, that's one way of looking at it. I'd like to beat him at full strength.
right.
You know.
I mean,
And,
we had a season with Kansas City not in the way,
yeah.
and the Ravens couldn't capitalize on that. Buffalo couldn't capitalize on that. They were supposedly the teams that Mahomes and them was keeping out of the Super Bowl,
Mm-hmm.
but
Who
you
won the
New
Super Bowl?
England make it
Who won the Super Bowl this year?
from the AFC.
Seahawks won the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
Who was their coach?
yeah, we know that guy, Mr. McDonald.
Yeah. I mean, that's water under the bridge. I ain't go there.
We you know. Well, nothing we can do about that, but so it is a new chapter in Baltimore football with the firing of Harbaugh.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, this is the guy was here for 18 years. You know, people looked at him like family. He'd been around so long, and then you got a brand new start in Baltimore. I think it was needed. I think they needed, some fresh blood, some fresh thought. Refreshed mindset, especially while Lamar is still in his prime years. So I was glad that Harbaugh got fired. I'm happy with Mentor being hired, and I'm looking forward, man, to a really good season. But we definitely need to get those lines. My focus is the trenches.
So John Harbaugh was here long enough for somebody to get on and offer child support.
18 years.
Damn,
man.
That's tough.
Ain't that something?
That's tough.
Think about how old your children were when he got hired.
Wow.
18 years ago.
Wow.
What's that, 2007?
2008.
That's when he got hired in 08?
Yep, 08. Him and Flacco came in together. I'm looking at a baseball trophy right now that got 2008 champions.
08.
My son, they won a championship in 08.
18 years ago, boy.
Wow. Time don't be waiting for nobody.
Nah, man. Not at all.
The Jacksons had a song say "Time waits for no one."
Time waits for no one. And Michael meant that.
Yeah, he meant that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, he sang that with all his heart.
He was in it. He was in it.
Yeah, I think he shed a tear too in that one.
Hell yeah. Go back and listen to it if y'all don't know what we're talking about.
You're lucky because I would play it.
Time waits for no one.
Yeah, I ain't trying to get flagged for copyright infringement or nothing.
Right.
So
Right.
I ain't gonna play it, but yeah, Mike, he might have cried harder than he did in "She's Out of My Life" in that one.
And that's saying something. That's saying something.
Hey, time is waiting for none of us.
Right.
And it definitely ain't waiting for the Ravens. So Lamar, like I said, he gonna restructure that deal. I'm confident that's gonna happen.
Oh yeah, I'm not even sweating that at all. That's gonna happen.
But like you say, Lamar is gonna be 29 next season. 29.
Right.
Turned 30 during the season. His birthday during the season, right?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think he turned 30.
So.
But either way, 29, 30, he in the ballpark.
Yeah.
So, you get over 30, the conversation start changing a little bit.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
How much longer can he do it? And
absolutely.
How long can he play the way that he play? And, the conversation. You know how it go.
Yeah.
And so, I'm not one of them. You're not gonna win it until you win it. And whenever that happens for you is when it happens. We were around when John Elway was one of the best quarterbacks in the league that could not win the big one.
Mm-hmm.
He went to 3 and lost them.
Right.
And lost them pretty bad. All 3 of them. So he lost to the Redskins,
Yeah, you
the
got
49ers, and who else beat them? Somebody else beat the Broncos. And then he won 2 in his last 2 years.
Yeah.
As an old quarterback. He was an old man when he won. No. I think Elway lost 2.
Yeah, I don't remember the 3. Yeah.
The third one was back in the day with the Orange Crush Broncos with Craig Morton.
Craig Morton was the quarterback.
They lost to the Cowboys. Yeah. But yeah. So it's you're not gonna win it until you win it.
He January the 7th.
January 7th. So he just turned 29.
29, yeah.
Yeah. So he'll turn 30 in the playoffs or at the first round of the playoffs.
Right.
Next year. And we might have a bye. We might have a playoff bye that first round. So
well, I hope you're right.
Yeah, I'm calling it.
That's
right. I'm calling it.
Now I feel good about next year. I feel good about it.
How many Super Bowls do he need to get for the Master to say top 5 all time? I don't think the Master will ever say Lamar is top 5 all time.
If he gets 2, but we know if he get 3 or 4 or 5, we know what that's going to do for him.
Yeah.
But if he can get 2, man, that'll be real strong on his resume.
So if you had to say top 5 right now, all time, you going Brady, Montana. You gonna throw Peyton Manning in there?
They're gonna throw Mahomes in there.
Mahomes. Who will be the 5th?
You did say Montana, right?
Yeah. Montana was, Brady, Montana, Peyton Manning, Mahomes.
Yeah. Who in that 5th spot? That's a good question.
Spot, yeah, that 5th spot, man. Hey, Money Mike, who your top 5? Who your top 5 all-time quarterbacks? Who would be the 5th?
Who they gonna throw in there? That's a good question.
See, Elway.
Yeah, they probably throw Elway in there.
Marino, Aaron Rodgers. He got Aaron Rodgers up there.
Aaron Rodgers is another one.
Aaron Rodgers will get some mention.
They might like that one that played for New Orleans.
Oh yeah. I don't like him.
Yeah,
but, I know you're talking about.
Yeah, they probably throw his name, toss his name around a little bit.
Yeah. I don't like him top 5.
No.
Let me say that. I don't think he's top 5.
I don't like him top 5 either.
Yeah. That's a pretty good. Because I don't get caught up with the list either, because they subjective. You know what I'm saying? Because you got people that'll say, Johnny Unitas,
right,
Roger Staub, but you got guys that'll throw them names out there.
Yeah,
and they so far gone that a lot of people that saw them in their heyday ain't even talking sports no more. I don't want to say they're gone.
And true, a lot of that fan base is gone now.
Yeah.
So it's not that many people, vouching for Johnny Unitas or what was the other name you said?
Staubach.
Yeah, Staubach and those guys, man, they were terrific. What's his name? Terry Bradshaw won what? 4 Super Bowls?
4 Super Bowls, yeah.
So even the Terry Bradshaw name. So it's a lot of great quarterbacks. I think Troy Aikman won a couple.
Yeah, Troy got 3.
Yeah, he got 3. So it's a lot of names out there that can. A lot of people look at it like that, And I remember when Dante Bright was on the show, and we were talking about top high school players in Baltimore, and he said He said, I gotta go with the ones that made it to the league.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, so you looking at that. We looking at football quarterbacks and who got them Super Bowl rings.
Yeah.
You know, that's gonna play a major part in it. And some of these names like Aikman and them, man, they got multiple Super Bowl rings.
Now, one that didn't get a ring that's in the conversation, but he won't. I don't think a lot of people give him that because he didn't get the ring. Is Dan Marino.
Right.
And Dan Marino was slinging it in the era where they wasn't slinging the football like that.
Right. Right.
And he didn't have he didn't have the greatest receivers. You know what I'm saying? He didn't have the TOs and Randy Moss type receivers, man. I mean, he had good receivers, but he didn't have that type of receiver, that caliber of receiver, man.
No, he didn't have that type. He had, Mark Duper and Mark Clayton, the Marks boys.
Marks brothers, you know.
Yeah, some of them guys.
Yeah, and he was slinging that thing, man.
He could certainly throw that ball.
Yeah, man. As they say, he could spin it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he could spin that thing, man. I mean, and like I saw something a few weeks ago, and they were saying, he clearly is one of the greatest quarterbacks that ever played. And I want to say whatever I was watching said they consider him the greatest quarterback. But he just, because he don't have the hardware, he'll never get that kind of mention. And I mean I would agree. You gotta consider the time that he was doing the things he was doing, man. I mean, they was not throwing the football around like they are now. A quarterback like Dan Marino now, man, he would rewrite the record books.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's just crazy. Or give him a top flight wide receiver in his prime, when he was at his best. Give him somebody of the caliber of a T.O.
Yeah.
Or somebody the caliber of Randy Moss, or a playmaker like Michael Irvin, somebody that he know gonna go get Jerry Rice.
Right.
Come on, man.
I mean, I guess Steve Young name might be somewhere out there on that line too, but you're looking at Jerry Rice and T.O. and them guys catching the ball.
Yeah.
For some of them quarterbacks. And even when you think about Tom Brady, I mean, still had some good years when he went over there, Randy Moss.
Yeah.
So it's a lot to think about when it comes to that. But anytime you're looking at folks talking about GOATs and things like that, the biggest stage is the Super Bowl for football.
Yeah.
The biggest stage is the finals in the NBA. And you got to look at, what that player did to get that team there and what they did when they got there. That's going to go a long way in any GOAT discussion. So, and I think that's where Marino, starts to lose out on or drop down on that all-time list.
Yeah.
He never won it.
Yeah. So it's interesting, and that's something that I like. That we're gonna have to throw that around too. Just that whole, greatest quarterback. Because I watch a lot of podcasts and a lot of sports stuff, and I run into these little debates or these little opinion pieces. And dude was saying that he think Montana, I can't remember who was saying, I like to give people credit. Well, he was saying he would take Montana over Tom Brady. And Tom Brady got 7 Super Bowls. And I've said this before, the first couple Super Bowls that the Patriots won, Tom Brady was a manager. He wasn't slinging the football all over the field at that point. You know what I'm saying? Especially the first couple. He became that.
Yeah.
He became that. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to sit here like I'm hating or taking away. But he wasn't that all 7 of his Super Bowls. You know, the Patriots, especially the first couple, they were more defensive, a defensive team, and they ran the football very well. You know what I'm saying? He didn't have to go make big plays. He just had to make plays when he needed them to, which, you know, again, somebody say, well, he made plays when he needed to. Right. But he wasn't lighting the field. He wasn't lighting the stat sheet up. You know, it was always said, like, quarterback-wise, Peyton Manning, statistic-wise, Peyton Manning was a better quarterback than Tom Brady. But Tom Brady won the majority of their head-to-head matchups.
Right.
You know? And again, they're not playing one-on-one. So let's not lose that in the debate either. They're not playing one-on-one. They playing as a team game.
True.
And a lot of things got to go right for each team to win. You know, and so yeah, we gonna have to do some homework on that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And really come up with some numbers. I don't want to go off the top of my head.
Yeah, and it's funny. I'm looking at I just pulled up a list, and I'm not even sure who this list is from, but at number 10, they got Aaron Rodgers, 2005 to present. At number 9, they got John Elway. At number 8, they got Roger Staubach. At number 7, they got Dan Marino. At number 6, Drew Brees. Number 5, they got Otto Graham.
Well, we didn't mention him.
1946 to 1955, Otto Graham.
Yeah, a little before our time.
Right. Number 4 was Johnny U. Baltimore. And number 3, Peyton Manning. Number 2, Joe Montana. And number 1, Tom Brady.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So I know, you know, Otto Graham definitely was not one we talked about.
Right.
You know, a little before our time.
Don't have any knowledge of him.
Nah. And United's because we Baltimore guys, and you know.
Yeah.
We know his history just because we're here.
Yeah, we're familiar with it, but he did his damage very early. He won them 58 championships, and he's so monumental because he was the one that ushered football in.
Yeah.
He was that one who they said brought it to the limelight and made it a big sport. So, you know, what can you say? Johnny U. All the quarterbacks wanted to be like him. Joe Namath, all them guys, they praised Johnny U.
How about that? Unitas. So my title, do you really love sports? You know what I'm saying? That's the title of the show tonight. Do you really love sports?
Yeah.
And this is for the listeners, because clearly we love sports because we on here talking about it. But this for the listeners, man. Like, do you really love sports? You know what I'm saying? And to what level do you really love sports? See, like, we talking about the NFL. It's going to be March next week. You know, the season been over 2-3 weeks now. And we'll be talking football throughout the off season. You know, basketball. You know, the All-Star game was last week, so you know that's pretty much the jump off point for a lot of people where the season started to really make sense to them, started to matter. You know, football's over with now. People starting to pay attention a little more to basketball, heading into the playoffs. You know, in the finals, and then you got the college. You go great have March Madness, great kick off in a couple of weeks. You ready to start to have these little postseason tournaments. You know, the Big Ten tournament, the ACC, all those tournaments ready to kick off in a couple of weeks. The excitement of sport. You know, baseball season, spring training is in effect right now. You know, so those that love the crack of the bat and hear that ball popping popping mitts and all that stuff, man. You know, we got a local Emar Fleming, Garfield grandson, Emar Fleming Jr., with Fickey's son, down there at High Point University. As a freshman playing college baseball.
Where you at? What school?
High Point.
Okay.
High Point down there in North Carolina. And I followed Fick. He posted videos up on Facebook. He got a home run the other day. He a lefty. I think they got him playing designated hitter as a freshman. He first baseman by trade. He played first base. I've been watching him on film, on the video since he was a little kid. So just watching him mature, watching him work out. His dad played some professional baseball, so he got it in his blood. Grandfather was a coach down the way. Garfield was down there coaching, so baseball, how baseball was down the way.
Oh yeah,
at one time. But yeah, he's down there at High Point. I'm gonna get some video. So he got to hit a home run the other day. He's left-handed, so I think his first college hit. I think that was his first college hit. Was a shot down the third baseline. For a single. I think that was his first college hit. You know what I'm saying? But he looked comfortable. Like he don't look like he don't look like a freshman at the plate. In the couple videos that I've seen, he looked real comfortable out there. Yeah. So I'm just wishing him all the luck, man. This is his first year, freshman year. He getting playing time in the starting lineup as a designated hitter. It's not easy to crack a starting lineup as a freshman in any sport.
No, absolutely.
So that's saying something. That's saying something. So, we be watching his journey through the power of social media and do videos and stuff like that. So I'm definitely be trying to follow his journey as he matriculates through college. But yeah.
That's a great question though, man. Do you love sports? I mean, I wonder, how much time during any given week do folks spend watching sports?
Yeah.
Or attending games? I mean, obviously you look at folks who got season tickets and things like that, and some of the network packages for the NBA and the NFL and Major League Baseball, and it goes beyond those sports. I mean, how much time do folks spend watching sports throughout the year? I mean, it's always on television. Some of the younger folks don't know when back in the day when you weren't able to really see that many games. I mean, if the Orioles were playing at home, they weren't going to televise that game. Yeah, you couldn't see that. You had to listen to it on the radio. Unless you were going to the game.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's a big question, man. It's a huge part of the American society. We got sports going along all year. Something's out there hot. It's on television. A lot of gambling going on. I mean, this sports thing is huge.
Huge. Yeah. And that's a thing too. Do you love it, or do you love the things that come with it?
Right.
Some people like just gambling.
Yeah.
They don't really care too much about the sport.
Right.
They gamble, so they like, hey, some people this is how they make their living.
Yeah.
They betting on these games, man, and
some people like party.
I don't know how you can do it.
Right.
Because I hate to lose. And I guess if you study it enough, you come up with these strategies and all that stuff to bet the games and all that. And more power to those that do it.
Yeah, I ain't got a problem.
I ain't doing it.
I know it's big business,
Yeah.
Some people like it for the what they do, the tailgating.
Yeah, the party of it.
The party. They don't really care too much about the game itself.
The event.
It's a party. It's an event. On Sundays, the bars are popping.
Yeah.
You know, the party over somebody's house. You get your Lamar jersey, throw it on, and that's what some people like.
Yeah. Even boxing. Boxing is like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's the event of it, fight night.
Yeah.
I got the fight over my house. Come on through.
Yeah.
We got some food. We got food and drinks. Bring a bottle, bring a 6-pack, a 12-pack.
And if they were around when the Tysons and the Roy Joneses and the Sugar Rays and the Alis and when boxing was pumping, you talking about there was celebrities out there, big time.
Yeah.
Folks out there at the game, man. I mean, it was celebrities all over the place, and so I don't know. The young folks, I don't know what they think about boxing. It definitely has lost some of its the shine. It ain't what it used to be. But
Floyd back.
Ain't that something, man?
He coming back. He gonna bring it back.
Ain't that something?
He feel like this was boxing was missing.
Yeah, when them pockets, man, started to go empty. These dudes, man, coming out of their recliners, talking about, I'm fighting again.
Now he got an exhibition with Mike Tyson.
Mike Tyson, man,
and he's supposed to fight Pacquiao in September.
Yeah, all this stuff, man, is all about making money.
Yeah, we know that.
All this fighting YouTubers and all this stuff, it has damaged boxing, man. It has damaged it, and now he's coming back. He's broke. I heard he's filed for whatever.
Right.
He made over $1 billion or something.
Yeah, that's what he say.
That's what he say. Money make Floyd.
Money make. And I don't count nobody money, man. I don't do no pocket watching. If you say you made $1 billion there, hey, more power to you, bro.
And I ain't mad at him. And the thing about it, man, just because he Floyd, we gonna watch.
Yeah, and it's on Netflix.
It's on Netflix.
It's on Netflix, so we ain't gotta pay for it.
That's right.
Yeah. So I'll definitely be tuned into that.
People will watch, and when you had these all-time greats, and no matter what sport it is, when they make these comebacks, man, folks want to watch, man.
Yeah, because if somebody like Floyd, people want to see him lose.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. Want to see him get beat up.
Yeah, and he hadn't been in. I mean, he still do these little exhibition fights, but see, Floyd is the type of dude, man. I don't think he ever stopped training. You know what I'm saying? Because he just that locked into training his body, not training for fights.
Yeah,
I think he just stay in the gym to stay sharp. He just strike me as one of them type of guys.
He could be. I mean, he could be.
Yeah, it's almost like like remember you talked about this last time you told me about Mike Jordan say, hey, what do you say, 99% retired?
Right.
But that 1%, don't be surprised. Oh, don't laugh.
Don't laugh. He said, you might see me at 50 playing. They start laughing.
Yeah, Mike's okay.
He wasn't laughing.
No, he wasn't laughing at all. Now, I think Mike is done at this point.
Yeah, I think so.
He got it out of the system.
Yeah.
But I'm sure, as competitive as they say he was or is, he found ways to get out there and get a couple shots up, or do what he gotta do. Just sometimes you gotta let people know.
Mm-hmm.
You are wearing my shoes. You know what I'm saying? Those are my shoes you got on.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Don't get this twisted.
Yeah.
And we talk about Jordan. Nobody got to convince me or you nothing about Mike Jordan.
No. we don't need it.
Yeah, I'm pretty much sold.
We lived through it.
Yeah.
We lived through it.
Yeah. And I get reminders every day. I as I scroll my social medias, man, there's always a highlight package of Mike Jordan. and it's still incredible, because like you say, we lived through it and we saw it. You know what I'm saying? But there's a new push, if you will, to try to discredit the man's legacy. And he was playing against plumbers. And he didn't beat nobody in the finals, and all this nonsense we talk about.
Mm-hmm.
And what he would do against the players of the day and the top 2 guards in the league today with this, and this, and this. And all I'm going to say to that is, and I've been saying this for years, the players of today would not play the game the way they played if not for Michael Jeffrey Jordan. You know what I'm saying? If not for Mike Jordan, the guards would not dominate the game the way they do today. And context is something that a lot of us seem to leave out when we're telling these stories.
Yeah. We
don't really put it in context. In 1984 and 85, when Mike Jordan came into the league, everybody wanted a 7-footer, and we were going to toss it into the big guy. Everybody was going to play off of the big guy. That was how the game was played prior to MJ. And then Mike came into the league with a whole different style of, he was a combination of David Thompson and Dr. J. He was a high-flying guy, but he was quicker than those guys, and his skills were a little bit better.
Yeah.
And people talk about, well, Mike couldn't do this. He didn't have a left hand.
No, it's all false. False.
But whatever he didn't have, he improved it.
Yeah, it's all
what I'm saying?
false.
He got to the point, his game was so sharp. When you mix skills and athletic ability at this level, you are the most skilled player and the most athletic player here. We ain't talking about here. We talking about here.
Mm-hmm.
That's unfair.
Really?
You know what I'm saying? It's unfair. And we talk about, Larry Bird, Magic, Isaiah Thomas. Isaiah Thomas was 6 foot, 6'1", they say. And he was dominant in his own way.
Yes, he was.
In his own way. At 6 foot. Them dudes was amazed at Michael Jordan.
Yeah. Yes, he was.
This is documented. So all the stuff Isaiah Thomas saying about Michael Jordan now, take it with a grain of salt. Take it with a grain of salt because it's documented. When they were playing against Mike Jordan, the Bulls didn't beat the Pistons in the 80s. We know this. We know this. You know what I'm saying? But they built the team. It took them a couple years to get over that hump.
Mm-hmm.
And once they got over the hump, it was no turning back. So now we want to go back and rewrite history. Well, he couldn't beat the Birds, and he couldn't beat Isaiah, and he couldn't beat the Lakers until they was old, this, that, the other.
The man won 3 straight. He won 3 straight. Went and played baseball a couple of years, came back and won 3 more.
Yeah.
And ended his career with the great shot, the shot where he made Byron touch the ground.
Well, you can't say that.
6.
You can't say that.
I know what they say.
You can't say that.
The push off, right?
No. Nah, because it's almost like you can't discount them Wizards years.
Right.
Because he didn't win with the Wizards. So you see, y'all Jordan fans act like the Wizards years didn't happen. Yeah, they happened.
They did happen.
They happened.
I watched every game. So I know what he was doing.
And you was amazed, wasn't you?
Amazed. I mean, just watching him play at that age, just made me recognize just how good he was when he was in Chicago. Amazing.
Unreal, man.
Yeah.
Unreal.
Yeah, it was just unreal, man. How he was able to get his shot off, with guys like Tracy McGrady and them guarding him. He was still able to get his shot off with them pump fakes and stuff. It was just amazing, man.
And see, you talking about a ghost. These guys are still chasing that ghost, man.
Yep.
Kobe Bryant felt like he had to have 6 rings. Like he was a great player, but he had to have 6. Why? Because you're chasing that ghost.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? LeBron is still playing. 23 years in. I don't know what he's chasing.
Don't we know that Kobe changed his number to 24.
Yeah.
To one up 23.
Oh, I heard another story on that. Did you catch that?
Nah, what's the other story?
Byron Scott. I don't know if he was the coach for the Lakers at that time.
Okay.
Well, he was around, but he asked Kobe why he changed his number to 24. Kobe said, well, it's 24 hours in a day.
24 hours in a day. Okay.
And something about the work ethic,
Okay.
What you gonna do with your 24?
Yeah.
So yeah. I tend to believe what you said.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because we also heard somebody say he wore 24 in high school or something. I done heard a couple different versions.
Right. We know LeBron wore 23 because of Jordan.
Yeah.
And didn't he change his number to 6?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Maybe, yeah, 6 championships. He might get 6 championships. Come on, man. Mike is on these niggas' mind. He's on their mind, man.
God damn, what's up, Chauncey? Oh, Chauncey on IG.
Okay.
One of my guys. You one of our guys.
That's right.
Like, damn. What's up, baby? My guy Chauncey.
From flag football fame to on the
Yes,
basketball
indeed.
floor.
Yes, indeed.
That court.
One of my guys. Always love.
Right.
Always.
Strong. Chauncey had a hell of a sense of humor.
Yeah, he get that honest.
Chauncey boy.
Yeah, he get it honest.
Yeah, love being around him.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. My God, there.
Yeah.
Chauncey. And good to see you on that too, boy. That's what's up. Well, yeah, man,
Them guys, man. Why you think LeBron's still playing, man? He's still chasing the ghost of Jordan. He's still chasing that man.
Yeah.
Jordan is in his head.
Yeah. Yeah.
And if you look at LeBron, and we all know LeBron is a generational player.
Oh, for sure.
We all know that, man. What this guy's been doing is absolutely remarkable. And still at his age playing at such a high level. But I'm saying, man, over the last several years, he has, to me, even though he's scoring and getting assists and rebounds and padding, those stats,
Mm-hmm.
me on the basketball floor, even though he's still playing at a high level, when it comes down to crunch time and then the playoff, he has not played well. Especially in critical moments down the stretch. He's made a lot of bad choices with the ball, throwing the ball away, taking bad shots, all kinds of things like that. And when to me, his game is, he don't really have to be clutch like that. He can just be himself and distribute the ball and do the things that he do. But Mike in his head. Yeah, Mike is in his head, man. And Mike was in Kobe's head.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we don't even know the real Kobe. Y'all don't know who Kobe Bryant is. All y'all know who Kobe Bryant is trying to be like Mike. I mean, the man was walking like him, was talking like him. Mike Jordan went 6 and throw the 6 up, jumped up on the table. When Kobe won the 5th one, what he did?
Jumped on that table.
Jump on the table. I mean, when Mike Jordan said that Tex Winter was all in his ear, fussing him out because he wasn't passing the ball, and Mike had scored all these points in the 4th quarter, and he talking about, hey, Mike, you know there's no I in team. And Mike said, yeah, but there's one in win. You know? So did you hear what Kobe said?
What did he say?
He said somebody jumped on him talking about, yeah, Kobe, you know there's no I in team. He said, yeah, but there's an M-E in team.
Yeah. There's a me in that motherfucker.
And see, and that's the thing to me with Kobe. May he rest in peace.
Yeah.
You know, you know what Isaiah said at his Hall of Fame speech. He said, yeah, man, you want to be fast like Isaiah. You want to be dominant like Shaq. You want to rebound like Barkley. You know, he went down the line talking about folks.
Mm-hmm.
And then he paused and he said, but man, I wanted to be like Mike. I mean, one of the great Hall of Fame, that snippet when he said that, and then he went into it. So I remember the reason I'm playing ball. I remember the first time I stepped on the court. He said, that's the first time I seen a human being not seem like a human being. He said, then I looked down and I said, damn, man, he had the Jordans on. So, man, but Iverson was AI.
Yeah.
You know, LeBron got 23 on because of Jordan, but LeBron is LeBron.
Yep.
You look at all these guys who wanted to be like Mike, but they got their own style of play.
Mm-hmm.
But Kobe wanted to chew gum like him. I mean, this stuff here to me, like,
it's tough.
Like I heard one guy said that, you know, Jordan was McDonald's and Kobe was McDowell's. You know, they had the Big Mac. McDowell's had the Big Nick. Oh man, this is the dilemma that I have with Kobe, and for me, that thing of trying to mimic somebody, you know, when Picasso do a painting,
yeah,
that thing is worth a lot of money.
Yeah,
absolutely. But when somebody do a replica, it might can cost some money. It might look good, but ain't nothing compared to the original.
Nah.
And you know, Kobe was trying to be a replica, and what a lot of the Kobe fans don't understand is that what Kobe was replicating as far as Jordan's game was really the over 30 Jordan game.
Yeah.
Kobe did not have the ability to replicate the young Jordan.
No.
Kobe wasn't jumping from no free throw line.
No.
Kobe wasn't dunking like Jordan.
No.
When you look at the dunk contest and stuff like that, dunk contest win that Kobe had, I mean, he was not an athletic. He wasn't athletic like Jordan.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
And for me, that's why Kobe Bryant slips down on the all-time list. Some people be talking about he number 2 and 3 on the list, you know?
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah, but for me, Kobe, you ever see them dudes, man, that it's some motherfuckers out there that can imitate the shit out of Michael Jackson the way he danced.
Yeah.
I mean, some of them done had plastic surgery done. Some of them done went out and duplicated wardrobe.
Yeah.
And that's what they do. Uh-huh. They spend their whole life on plastic surgery and everything to be like Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
That's Kobe. That's Kobe.
Minus the surgery.
That's Kobe.
You get the surgery. Yay. You know.
That's why he falls down on the list for me.
You got to convince me.
I know. I know. I ain't got.
You got to convince me. You know, we didn't have this conversation.
Yeah. Sometimes, man, I was thinking, man, I had to convince you. Like, I mean, Big Kenny, the dude could play a little bit, man.
Yeah, I was on his head. I was on his head for a minute. He was
coming down hard on his head.
Yeah, I was on his neck, man. I said, man, this motherfucker.
Yeah, man, he could. It took a while for you to say, okay, all right, man, you got to play. He had a nice game.
Yeah, I had to come to my senses.
Yeah,
you know, I said, yeah, Kenny, you hating a little bit, bro.
Yeah,
come back up a little bit. You doing a little hating on that man.
Yeah.
Kobe was a killer. Now
he was a killer, man. We know
that. Don't get it twisted.
Yeah,
you know, he was a killer. But again, I said this a while back. You know, when you talk about the greatest, right? In the NBA, is I think it's a little less than 5,000 people that have ever played in the league. Ever. 5,000. You talking about top 5, top 10, top 20. I think I had the top 20.
Yeah.
That's not even 1%. That's not even a whole percentage of the people that's played in the league. If you fall in the top 20, anywhere in the top 20, you're a bad motherfucker.
Absolutely.
And for those that don't like the language, I apologize.
Absolutely.
You're talking about you're not even 1%. Top 20 is not even 1 whole percent of all the guys that ever played in this league.
Right.
So if you fall anywhere from 1 to 20 on whoever's list, you a bad boy. Straight like that.
Absolutely.
Straight like that. And on somebody's list, somebody's going to get left off. Somebody's going to be offended. You know what I'm saying? Somebody's going to be offended.
Yeah.
Because, you know, as we continue on, as the years go on, the players are coming along. You know, somebody's going to fall off because somebody's rising up. Or somebody's going to fall down.
Yeah.
But, it's no slight to anybody. If you in the top, not even 1%, the top, less than 1% of the players that played in this league.
Oh yeah,
you was a bad. Oh Lord. Well, he's back.
Okay.
He's back.
There he is.
He's back. You two remind me of the two old men in the stands on the Muppets. Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
He used to come in, with a "What's up, fellas?" and then go in.
Yeah. He didn't say "What's up" today. He just came right in with the.
He just go in
right on our necks. But I don't expect nothing less.
Right.
I don't expect nothing less. Hey, belated happy birthday to Delaney. He had a birthday last couple weeks ago.
Okay. Happy belated.
I'm still working on your gift, brother. I'm not gonna say on air what the gift is, but you know what it is. I'm still working on that for you.
Don't get him started, man.
Now we talked about it.
Okay.
You know what it is. I ain't gonna say it out loud.
You don't need no motivation.
Nah. I ain't gonna say it out loud. He'll be happy if once he get it.
Yeah,
he'll be happy. Yeah, we talked about it. But happy belated birthday, my brother.
Yeah, many more.
Yeah, I know you celebrated as only you can. Probably cracking jokes on somebody and probably bully somebody out of a meal and
yeah,
all that. Yeah. So yeah, man. But this whole GOAT and who's the greatest and all that stuff, subjective.
Yeah.
It's all subjective, man. And Mike Jordan is going to be my GOAT until somebody showed me otherwise. And I haven't seen him yet. And we didn't have to wait for Jordan. He came in the league and showed us, hey, I'm here. I'm here. I'm here right now. Not now, right now. You know what I'm saying? And the thing was, people talk about, LeBron and all the records he broken, and he just went over 43,000 points and all that stuff, which is phenomenal. Phenomenal, man. I mean, phenomenal. But he's still not Mike Jordan. He's still not Mike, man.
He's not, man. And as incredible as his feats are, as far as scoring and rebounding and assists and all the stuff, then the longevity and all of the things that he's done, and I think he won 4. Did he win 4?
Yeah. He
won 4. I think he lose 4? He 4 for 4? 4. I don't even know.
He lost 6 of them.
6? Oh, damn.
Wait a minute. Yeah, he 4 and 6.
4 and 6. Yeah.
So he lost with Cleveland the first year when he lost to the Spurs.
Right.
He lost 2 in Miami.
How
many times Golden State beat him when he was with Cleveland?
Couple times, right?
2 or 3.
How many times Durant won it over? Oh, yeah, they beat them.
So Durant got 2 rings, so they won him. They beat him twice.
Beat him twice.
Twice with Durant, and they beat him without him.
Yeah.
The year Kyrie and Kevin Love was hurt.
Yeah.
So that's 4 times right there. Well, that's 3 times right there.
Mm-hmm.
So that's 3, 2 in Miami, and the first one in Cleveland. That's 6.
Yeah.
So he got six finals losses. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, LeBron, man, that guy has done a lot. He's done a lot. He's done a lot. I mean, they called him the chosen one.
Yeah.
He had that label on him, man.
Yeah.
When he was in high school.
That's tough.
The chosen one. And for him to exceed that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's tough.
Man, that's tough.
That's tough, man.
That is tough, man. I remember going to they had a celebrity game, up at Towson, and they had some NBA players there playing, and Melo was there, and this was the year that they were going to get drafted.
Yeah,
in the draft that year, and I'm sitting in the stands with a buddy of mine, and we there, and there was a conversation going on with some people behind us talking about, as Carmelo walked by, people was like, yeah, Carmelo, this, he this, or that, and they mentioned LeBron, and they kind of put Melo over top of LeBron, and there was some people a couple of rows down from us who overheard the conversation of a couple of people behind us, behind us, and they turned around and they said, nah, look, Melo nice, but he ain't nice as LeBron. I don't watch both of them. No, he is not. I mean, they that's how tough LeBron was. Yeah, for somebody to comment on somebody that's 4 or 5 rows behind them, I like that. And at that time, I hadn't seen LeBron play. I knew about him. I heard about him. I knew he was the chosen one and all that. And to hear that conversation, I was like, wow.
Yeah, that's tough.
Wow, man. This LeBron dude, man, is something, man. And then, just to throw on top of that, man, he got the finest woman in America, man.
Yeah, Savannah. Savannah is beautiful.
Man, his wife, man, is so beautiful. Top notch, man. I mean, his family, with his children and his wife, man, is top notch, man. It's just a beautiful thing. The dude is just a beautiful guy.
It's hard. It's hard to pick him apart.
Man,
You know, it's hard to pick him apart, man, just because
he's a beautiful guy.
you know LeBron don't get no trouble.
Mm-mm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-mm.
He
Carmelo said that LeBron saved his life.
yeah,
You ever hear when he said that?
yeah, in the swimming pool, I mean, in the beach or in the ocean or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
LeBron jumped in and said, he said, man, he said, I was great drown.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I've heard that story. I've heard that story. So Landon, you know, his guy is a guy too. That I feel like trying to get lost in the sauce at times.
Mm-hmm.
Dr. J, Julius, the Doctor Irving. I can't do it like the dude, like the announcer did it.
Right.
But so they had the documentary on I think it's on Amazon, Soul Power,
about the ABA.
About the ABA.
Did you see it?
I watched it.
Well, I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, I watched off. I think 3 or 4 episodes. Yeah, I watched it.
Okay, it was like three episodes. Okay, I got to get on that one.
Yeah, I watched it on President's Day when I was off.
Okay.
So the history of the ABA is intriguing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, cause I didn't really catch the ABA. You know, it was gone before I was even paying attention to sports. But to see how it came about, to see some of the what ifs, what could have been, they saying if certain things happen, they could have hung around. And one of the things that was one of the things that they talked about was Kareem not coming.
Yeah.
And there was a deal in place. They said if they knew that if they got Kareem,
he would be the savior.
He was going to be the savior. And they was around for a few years after he got in the league.
Yeah.
But he could have took the league to the next level. And Kareem was there before Doc.
Yeah.
You know, he was there before Dr. J. But Kareem, so I'll just kind of briefly tell a story. They pulled all of the owners of the ABA teams together. I think it was like 8 teams. And they was like, yo, we just gonna have to get this man $1 million, give him $1 million check now to convince him to come to the ABA. And then, you know, we'll whatever after that. So George Mikan was the commissioner of the ABA. He had a meeting with Kareem, well, Lou Alcindor at the time. And he was supposed to take this $1 million check and present it to him, which probably would have got Kareem to sign and say, I'm going to the ABA. Because you talk about 1968, 69, nobody was getting $1 million. That's a lot of money for that time.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know what that equates to now, but that's a lot of money for that time.
Mm-hmm.
And all the owners were in agreement, and there was a check. George Mikan goes to the meeting, did not give that man the check. He goes to, I guess Milwaukee had the first pick. He went to Milwaukee and negotiated something and said he was going to go to the NBA. So all the owners are like, well, what the hell happened? You know, what happened with the check?
Yeah.
George Mikan said, I didn't give it to him because I didn't think he would take it. I didn't think that's what it would take to get him. So, you know, they got rid of Mikan ass. They you didn't fumble that. You got to go. You know what I'm saying? So Mikan wasn't the commissioner of the ABA much longer after that.
And you know, in case people don't know, you know, George Mikan is considered the first great big man.
Yeah. He played for the Minneapolis Lakers.
Yeah.
You know, but yeah, man. I mean, that little bit of history right there. You know, had Kareem went to Lou Alcindor at the time, had he went to the ABA, I mean, it could have rewrote history.
Yeah, that's true.
Could have rewrote history because, you know, they like they said that, you know, there was Connie Hawkins who was banned from the NBA for some stuff that happened. I think they said he missed like 7-8 years of his prime.
Oh yeah, he went through some stuff. I can't remember exactly what it was.
And end up with the Globetrotters, and so the ABA gave him a shot, and he, dominated the ABA. Then the NBA came calling, and he went on to the NBA. Rick Barry left the Golden State Warriors to sign with the Oakland ABA team. Which was a big deal at the time. He left the NBA to go to the ABA. Rick Barry was the leading scorer in the NBA at the time. When he left, I think they say he was averaging like 30 a game. And so that was a big deal, for him to come over to the ABA. And a lot of those guys early on didn't stay.
Right.
They ended up going back to the NBA. And the thing that got Dr. J, as we talk about the documentary, but the thing that got Dr. J to go to ABA was they took underclassmen. The NBA, you had to play your whole 4 years. So the ABA, they allowed underclassmen to go into the draft, and Doc say, hey, my family got a need. I need to go make this money. I'm going over here to the ABA. Yeah, they banned the Hawk for saying he was point shaving college games. Yeah, I remember kind of vaguely. But yeah, he missed a good chunk of his prime, because of that. But yeah, the documentary is Soul Power, man. That's a very good documentary for basketball fans, for just to get that history. There's a lot of there's some film and some footage that I had never seen before of some games. They threw out some names, some of the players, man.
We say I can't.
The Dean used to dance at the Baltimore Claws games.
Back in the day, the Bullets used to have Dancing Harry. He wound up going to Philly and dancing with Philly.
Is that right? Harry. Dancing Harry.
Of course, the Baltimore Claws never made it to fruition.
Yeah, they talked about that.
Yeah,
they talked about that too.
Yeah, man.
That's where
Skip
Wise would have ended up.
Skip had signed with them.
Yeah.
And the club folded before the season started.
Yeah. Him and Skip Wise, Baltimore legends. Yes, indeed. The Hammers, you talking about Dean and Skip Wise, or you talking about Dancing Harry and Skip Wise? Let's make sure we credit that properly. Who we talking about here?
They got some stuff with him.
Yeah, but the documentary is must see. I encourage everybody to go check that out.
You said that was on what?
I think it's on Amazon.
Amazon, okay.
I think it's on Amazon Prime.
Prime, yeah.
But if it's not on Amazon, Netflix, one of the streaming services.
Yeah, I might.
So yeah, he was talking about you. You and Skip Wise for Baltimore legends. Yeah.
Oh boy.
So we got a legend. Goddamn on the sports mix.
Ain't that something?
You part of Baltimore history here.
Well, I tell you what, man. I'm a little sorry that I did miss the ABA, the games, the ABA when it was going on. But I do remember, it was all about the NBA for me, growing up. And I do remember watching the news one day, and they was asking these kids, who's the greatest basketball player, who's the best? And everybody was saying, Lou Alcindor, Lou Alcindor. And then I heard somebody say Dr. J. I was like, Dr. J. And it was like several of the kids mentioned Dr. J.
Yeah.
And I went to my father after I saw that. I said, damn, who Dr. J? They was talking about who the best basketball player. And they were saying Dr. J. He said, oh, he played in another league. It's the ABA. And he explained all that to me. And I didn't know anything about Dr. J or the ABA at that time. Yeah. And in my mind, I just couldn't imagine anybody being better than Lou Alcindor.
Right.
The way he was dominating, man, it was just unreal to me. And and it's interesting, man, that they would think that bringing Lou Alcindor to the league would save the league. So I guess Dr. J wasn't saving the league by being in the league.
He was just getting to college at that time.
Oh, at that time?
Yeah, he came a couple years later.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he became the savior. He became the savior. You know, he became the big fish.
Yeah.
And that's part of why they sent him to New York as well. You know, to the Nets. Because remember, he started out with the Virginia Squires.
Yeah.
And they felt like they needed the best player in the biggest market.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And so that's how he ended up with the New York Nets at that time.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the documentary, man, I mean, we basketball fans, man.
Yeah.
And so like some of those names, you probably be a little more familiar with some of the names.
Sure.
Than I would have. You know what I mean? I was a baby at that time, so
that's where Gervin was.
Yeah, Iceman and
David Thompson.
David Thompson was tough. Tough.
Yeah, they had a lot of tremendous George McGinnis and these guys, man, was tremendous. The big boy that wound up going to Chicago, big 7'2".
Artis Gilmore.
Artis Gilmore was in that league, man. I mean,
now what I did not know.
Right.
What I did not know is that they used to play all-star games against the NBA.
Against each other, yeah.
And the ABA guys won most of those games.
They won most of them, yeah.
So he said that's something I didn't know.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that until they talked about it on the doc. I said, man, that's tough right there.
Oh yeah.
So the NBA guys, and like Dr. J said, he said the difference between the ABA and the NBA was the depth. He said the NBA rosters was a little more deep.
Yeah.
Than the ABA rosters, but player for player, at the top of the league, the ABA was right there, or even better.
Oh yeah, they was right there. Yeah. And I mean, you know, and it's tough to deal with a league that the foundation is there. I mean, same thing with the USFL and football.
Yeah.
Trying to deal with the NFL. The USFL has some stars.
Yes.
Steve Young, Herschel Walker, all them guys was over there, man.
Jim Kelly.
I mean, they had some stars, man.
Yeah.
And but the NFL was so entrenched at the time, it was very difficult. And that was similar with the ABA. And then when they made that merger, you know, they brought who they brought over, the 4 teams, and you know, the rest is history.
Yeah, because even with that, you know, the other teams thought they were coming too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And there was some backdoor dealing as to why everybody didn't come, because there was only 8 teams in the ABA.
Yeah.
You know, they were, like you said, they were trying to expand when they were going to have the Baltimore team, and a couple other cities was trying to, expand into the ABA. But it just didn't work out.
Yeah, that would have been nice, man.
And then Landon, you got to get a hell of a point there. The NBA had a quota for black. You know, they couldn't have a certain amount of black people on the team.
Yeah. And
the ABA was like, hey, we ain't tripping.
Yeah.
You know, we ain't tripping. You know. So man, but yeah, the documentary is must see.
Mm-hmm.
And for basketball fans and just historic sports fans. If you are a sports fan, go watch that. Soul Power.
It was 4 episodes.
I think it was either 3 or 4 episodes.
See, the thing is
about an hour long each.
If I start, I ain't gonna be able to stop.
Yeah, you ain't gonna be able to stop. No. So you probably had to do it on a day when you ain't got nothing playing.
Yeah.
And just cut your phone off.
Right.
You know, because you ain't gonna want, like you said, you ain't gonna want to stop watching it.
Right.
And then like say for you, it's nostalgic because you're gonna be saying them names that you remember, and
Yeah,
you
absolutely.
remember this happened and that happened, and
Yeah, I would want to dig in for sure.
yeah. So yeah, man, definitely, definitely take some time and check that out. 4 episodes.
Mhm.
Yeah, 4 episodes. Did you see it, Landon? Did you get an opportunity to watch it? Because like I said, I watched it on President's Day last week when we were off. And man, I was just I can say I started because I didn't even realize it was 4 episodes. I just seen they were talking about it. I seen the interview with Dr. J where he was promoting it.
Yeah, I
I
saw
said,
that.
let me go check this joint out. I didn't even know it was 4 episodes. But like I said, once I started, I was locked in. I said, man, I'm gonna have to go ahead and watch all this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that was real good, man. Real good TV. It was very well put together. Yeah, Landon said he checked it out too.
Okay.
Yeah, so it was real good, man. And like I said, I learned a lot because, like I said, I was a baby.
Maurice Lucas was over there.
Yeah. I was a baby at that time, so I had no clue about some of that stuff going on. Even playing with a red, white, and blue basketball.
Right. And they was having a dunk contest.
Yeah. They introduced the 3-point line.
3-point line.
So they were innovative.
Yep.
They was getting up and down the floor. They wasn't running a whole lot of half court sets.
I never liked the way that red, white, and blue ball looked out there on the court. For some reason, I couldn't get with the ball.
Yeah, man. Yeah, you talking about Dr. J. See, for me, he one of the first athletes that was recognizable to me.
Mm-hmm.
Before I really knew what he did, I knew who he was. Dr. J. So for me, I was born in 71. So you start to really have some conscious and be aware of things, 5, 6, 7 years old. So Dr. J, Muhammad Ali, O.J. Simpson, those were some of the names that kind of jumped off the screen to me as a little kid. And that's probably because they were doing TV shows, and you see them on commercials, and you would see these guys just kind of doing other things outside of what they did in the sport. And like I say, by the time I started watching football, O.J. Simpson was done. He was running through airports at that time. I knew O.J. more for running through the airport than I did for him being a football player. And Muhammad Ali was Ali. He was still boxing, but I caught the back end of his career. I remember watching Ali fight against Leon Spinks the first time, when he lost. And then I remember seeing the rematch when he won, and that's kind of my recollection of Ali from that point on. I remember Ali, and then Dr. J. I remember probably seeing him in commercials, and then seeing him in The Fish That Saved Pittsburgh is probably my first recollection of Dr. J. Seeing him in that movie, before I ever watched him in an NBA game, that I remember seeing him in that movie. And I guess that movie came out, 78, 79, something like that.
Something like that.
Something like that. Yeah, so I'm like 7, 8 years, 6, 7 years old at that time, So, but Dr. J, Julius the Dr. Irving.
Oh yeah.
And and again, he's somebody that's in that less than 1%.
Absolutely.
He's in that. He's in that point, whatever. Because I remember I broke it down here one time, but he's in that percentage of guys, man. And if you were in that room, if you were in that, semi-pro was good too. Will Ferrell. Yeah, that was a good job. But if you were in that room, right? If you were in that conversation, man, it's got to be a hell of a conversation to be part of. Just imagine you walk in the room and all of the baddest basketball players that's ever played in their prime is in that room, suited and booted, ready to get busy. You imagine the runs, man. You know what I'm saying? You got, and all of them, everybody, see, that's the thing. You know, when you are great, you observe other people's greatness. But ain't no fair. You feel like I'm just as good or better than him. You know what I'm saying? And the only way to prove it is out there on that court. You know. So it's just like, you know, at the Olympics, when they say Mike walked in on Bird and Magic, say, hey, there's a new sheriff in town. And he said, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, you're about right. They looked at each other.
Yeah, you got to concede it.
Yeah.
But they wasn't going to give it away easy.
Oh, no, man.
They wasn't going to walk away and say, yeah.
Oh, man.
You know. Well, Fish to say Pittsburgh. What you got on VHS, Landon? You still got VCR, man. please don't have the one that's attached to the TV.
And you treading dangerously now, Big Kenny.
Hey, I got to get him. I got to get him at least once because I know he's coming. You know, yeah. And you're right. Doc was definitely posterizing people on the record.
Yeah, Doc, man, with the fro slamming on these people, man. Golly.
I like that one he got against Bill Walton.
Ooh,
in the finals.
In the finals
on the big stage.
I watched that.
Betamax.
I don't know why I knew he was gonna say that. All right, they said beta was better.
Yeah,
I had a beta.
Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah, we never got one of those at my house.
And the cartridge was a little smaller than the VHS cartridge.
Yeah, I remember seeing the beta joints at the video store. You know, they ain't have a lot of them.
Nah.
You know, if you go to, you know, man, we came a long way, man.
Long way.
We used to go to Earl's Video and goddamn Blockbusters and all them joints.
Blockbuster, man.
You renting videos. We was renting videos, man.
Yep.
And rewind them things, man. Well, they're gonna put a little fine on you if you don't rewind the tape. What they say, be kind, rewind.
And once I got that, I did have to eventually go over to the VHS since it was dominating.
Yeah.
Later. But I was taping them games, man, them Chicago Bulls games and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
I was taping that stuff, man, because you know, it wasn't no YouTube. It wasn't seeing that stuff, man. Nah. You know, them award shows with Michael Jackson and all them on it, man. I was taping them things, had a whole bunch of tapes, man.
Yeah.
Man, you just pop that stuff up, man, on YouTube.
Yeah. Yeah, them tapes, boy. I remember I had a girl I was dating back in the day. They had a whole basement full of VHS tapes. I'm talking about, it was almost like you go down there, it was like you was at the library.
Right. Exactly.
What you want to watch? You know, that's over there. That's over there in that section. You know, they had, I'm talking about, they had shit lined up all around the wall. You know?
Mm-hmm.
What do you say? Waiting for Blockbuster movie on a Friday was a date.
Right.
You lying about that.
Right.
Damn.
Man, times changes, boy.
Times have definitely changed. You ain't right. Renting nothing now. They try to get you to rent movies on these old streamers. And man, get out of here. You ain't renting no movie.
Exactly.
If it don't come with the service, I'm good.
Exactly. Exactly.
Or I'll wait. Or I'll find another way to get it. How about that?
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, we get creative. You know, we get a little creative with that stuff. Yeah, man, but shoot. You know, we were talking. I said, do you love sports?
Do you love sports?
I mean, do you really love sports? You know what I'm saying? And I know people love it, man, because I see the passion, right? I see these debates. I see people going hard, man. You know, debating, you know, Jordan versus LeBron versus Kobe. You know, and again, I'm telling you, I'm here to tell you that yo, if you were in that room, top 20, 25 players, let's take the top 24.
Yeah.
And let's split them in half and play, 12 against 12. And let's just play some games. Let's just let them hoop. You know what I'm saying? And the best man win.
Mm-hmm.
You know. I seen a here we go. We all know about the Turner's 5-finger discount. I don't know if I said this to you the other day. Dude was talking about, remember back in the day we used to play 21.
Yeah.
You got 10, 15 people and it's one against one. Everybody for themselves.
Yeah.
You had to be tough. You know what I'm saying? You had to be tough, man. It was no, and really back then, dudes that couldn't play was the ones that were shooting jump shots.
Yeah.
Because you get a rebound, you're getting back to that bucket.
And the thing with the way they played it in Turners, it was like a defensive thing.
Yes.
It was like if they score points on you.
Yeah.
You get to a certain level, then you out the game. I was in the city, it was the other way around.
Yeah.
You get your buckets and you get your points. So when I came down the way and was playing, it was like, dang, this is different.
I done played it both ways.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's stuff like that made you tougher.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? It made you tough around the basket. It made you aggressive going for loose balls and rebounds.
Absolutely.
And it sharpens you. It sharpens your skills. We do this thing with our kids where I might throw the ball off the backboard to get it started, but they all line up right in front of the basket. And we might do three, maybe four at the most. I think when we did 4, we did teams, 2-on-2. And but nothing outside of the paint. And matter of fact, it was like a box. I didn't even let them get past like the middle of the painted area. Everything had to be shot within there.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So you rebound and the ball is live coming out the basket. So somebody shoot the ball, make it, choose to come out the net, it's live.
Yeah.
So you can catch it and go right back up. You know what I'm saying? And man, I think because a lot of these kids be so timid around the basket, man, they scared to get hit. They don't like the contact. Playing like that kind of got them prepared for that contact because the hits is coming.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to get hit down there. It's grown man business down there. You are going to get touched up. Concentrate on the rim. Make the basket. That's kind of how I preach that. But, man, it just playing games like 21. Then we started playing West Side.
Right.
All these little games, man, it was you against everybody. You know what I'm saying? Every man for themselves. So you had to learn how to sharpen your bag up.
Yeah. Yeah.
You had to sharpen that bag up, man. You had to know how to get to the basket. You had to know how to be aggressive. Then you make a basket, then you go to the free throw line, then you basically working on your free throws. Then the top of the key. Like all that stuff was just part of it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you actually working on your game without even really understanding, I'm working on my game.
And you you play it a lot because you ain't always had 10 down there.
Right.
Right. So that was almost like the introduction. You get on the court, you're gonna play some 21 on some West Side.
Yep. That was the warm-up.
Until you get maybe a 3-on-3 or something like that going, but it was definitely a warm-up, man. And I like the defensive 21. I like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but that's, man, this game of basketball, excuse me, the only game you can play by yourself of all the sports.
I always say it's the most popular sport to play.
Yeah, because you need somebody to throw the football to. You can practice running with it. You know what I'm saying? And a little shaking,
Yeah.
But you need somebody else to play football with.
Yeah.
You need somebody else to play baseball with. You need somebody else to play tennis with. Golf you can play by yourself. Basketball you can play by yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And it's nothing like it. It's nothing like it, man. You can go to the court by yourself. And I remember I used to do this, but I used to go to the court. And I would go early in the morning, be out there by myself. And I had a little workout I would do.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I would do a little workout. And I'm doing full court right hand. Both ways. Get the rebound, going the other way, full court. Boom.
Mm-hmm.
Full court left. Boom. Boom. You know what I'm saying? And I was like 10 makes each. So, this is a little work. Then I would do my little block work, on the block. Boom, boom. But you can do this by yourself. I didn't need nobody over there with me. You get a rebound. So, you get a shot. You go wherever the rebound at. That's where your next shot at.
Oh, yeah.
Little stuff like that. But it was all in the name of making your game better. Just getting better.
Mm.
I wasn't the greatest ball handler. That's something that if I could go back, I would have worked more on that. But I could play around the basket. I could rebound. I could score you some points. If need be.
Mm-hmm.
I played with some guards that didn't like passing them up.
Yeah.
But I definitely love the process. And it's something that I didn't understand early. I didn't understand it early. Like what it would take, what it took to really get better.
Mm-hmm.
And like I say, a lot of what I was doing, I was just doing it because this is what we do. Not really understanding that you actually sharpening your tool bag. You're actually getting better. You can AB texting me, stop rapping. Let's stop with that.
What did he say?
Inside joke.
Okay.
Inside joke. Yeah. How were you the only one on the Hickey record? See what I'm saying? I wasn't on the Hickey rec yard. I was in my neighborhood, brother.
Right.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, man. I mean, do you love sports? That's the question. How much do you really love this thing, these sports, man? Like, and what's the real impact that sports have had on you? Growing up, and just in life, man. Because you can equate sport to everything. Teamwork. You teamwork you need in life, and your family, and your jobs, and your communities, man. I mean, think about all this snow we had and teamwork. Let's help each other shovel cars out. You don't see that much no more.
No, it ain't.
But once upon a time, that was how we got it done.
Yeah.
We helped each other. When we had this big snow and stuff. Teamwork. Discipline. Just the discipline, man, and having somebody yelling at you and cussing you and calling you all kind of motherfuckers and
yeah,
all these things, man, and it wasn't for everybody.
No.
It wasn't for everybody. And I don't, sport epitomizes life. That's big facts. They say land is somebody that was able to play football in college. So you got the experience to you went away to college at that. So you know what I'm saying? So that's something too, man, that when you fortunate enough to play sport and get a scholarship and you get away from home, it helped you to grow up. You know, because now you on your own. You away from home. You don't have the luxury of going around the corner to mama's house to get this or this and this.
Right.
You might be a couple 100 miles away, and you got to think. You know, none of us was around. Well, in our time, wasn't no cell phones and wasn't no internet. You know, so to call home, you had to pay for that.
Right.
That was long distance, you know, and mama might not have it.
It was some heavy charges.
Yeah.
Stay on that phone a long time.
Yeah, man. So, you know, you got to figure it out. When you was away from home, man, you had to figure it out. So you know, not only were you getting the lessons on the field or on the court, but you were getting them life lessons. And how I'm going to eat this week. You know, that Pell Grant money then ran out.
Yep.
You know, we out of news up in here, you know. Now, I know brother like Landon didn't starve, you know. We down there bullying people, taking their lunch.
Right.
You know, stuff like that. I know that's how he got down. But everybody else wasn't built like that. Everybody wasn't out there bullying people, taking their food and making them spend their Pell Grant money, take me to McDonald's. You know. So, but yeah, man, you know, we great wrap up.
Yeah.
You know, been 2 hours. You know, we've been on here 2 hours, man. You know, flowing, talking a little, just chopping it up, man. You know, chopping it up tonight. You know, we took last week off. You know, had Dante Bright on here a couple weeks ago. Got some guests lined up.
Yeah.
But in the next few weeks, man, you know, springtime coming. Believe it or not, springtime is coming. You know, I know y'all be like, man, it's cold, it's snowing. I can't wait. You know, the gopher, what is it called? The groundhog said 6 more weeks of summer, winter or something, or spring, whatever. Whatever he said. And you know, say, man, they said he would call his mom long distance, she would decline to call and call him back. It was cheaper.
Keep it that way. Yeah.
But you had to figure it out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You had to figure it out. You had a system. You say, hey,
long distance calls, man.
So hey, we figured this what we do. You call, I know it's you, and hang up, and I'm gonna call you back.
It was long distance from Baltimore to Columbia.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Long distance.
I remember that. I you know, we used to get creative with that too.
Right.
So, you know, I'm not gonna reveal that here.
Yeah, we got creative.
Well, we get creative with them long distance calls. You know, back in the day. Yeah, collect. You know, all that stuff. Yeah. But yeah, so we we're here reminiscing. So we're gonna wrap it up. You know, but yeah, we got some guests lined up, man. You know, just working out the logistics to get them on. You know, do a couple more interviews, man. And this is where the mix come in. You know, because all of them not sports people. They people, man, that's famous in other areas. You know, so we got them coming on, man. They, you know, people that I know personally say, hey, I'm coming on. You know, just let me know when, or we're gonna work it out. So we're gonna definitely do that. You know, so you see Landon, you go incriminating yourself. You know, I know what kind. I know you was down there stealing them. Give me the card. You know, you down there strong arming folks. Well, that's my guy, though. You know, ain't that funny how we do that?
Yeah.
You know, we throw him under the bus, but that's my guy, though. Because he stays slamming me under the bus.
He can't help it. Landon can't help it, man.
Man, he stays slinging me under the bus.
Once he gets started, man, he can't help himself.
He ain't gonna stop. Man, he don't even think he just pushed me on in front of the bus. It go boom.
And for real, man, if he ain't want to get up on that stage, he could be writing material for some of them comedians, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
for sure. Yeah, but yeah, man, we go ahead and wrap this one up, man. It's been, as usual.
Yeah,
good flow. You know what I'm saying? We've been jumping around a little bit, just talking sports. Before we go, man, we lost Jesse Jackson. He passed away last week.
Yeah.
And Jesse Jackson, man, for love him or hate him.
Yeah, I mean,
he had some controversy with him.
Yeah,
whatever you feel about Jesse, man, he was relevant. He was a very relevant figure in the last 50, 60 years. Easy.
He was on the hotel balcony.
He was there. And there's some controversy about why he was there.
Yeah.
But that's to be discussed at another time.
I did see him come. He came to Morgan.
Mm-hmm.
That must have been in '84 when he was running for president, and he came there and spoke. And I went over to Murphy Auditorium and heard him speak. And Jesse could speak.
Yeah.
Jesse could go, boy. You put a mic in front of him, he could do it. So that was a big thing for me to see him speak as he was running for president. And that was in probably '84, and I think in '85 that's when Farrakhan came. I forgot all about Jesse after Farrakhan came.
Yeah, because Jesse said, "I am somebody."
I am somebody.
I am somebody. Yeah, Jesse, man. But all rest in peace to Jesse Jackson.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, no doubt. Whatever you think about him, he was out there.
Yeah. He was out again. I think too, man. We gotta really learn to embrace people that we got different opinions from. Publicly. You know what I'm saying? Because other groups seem to understand that there's a time and place for everything. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna go down that rabbit hole tonight because then we'll be here another 2 hours. But as a whole, man, we got to understand how to pull together in times, and when somebody needs to be pulled to the rug, we need to do that in private, respectfully, and let's move on. But like I say, man, we talked about Kobe Bryant tonight, and it's not the first time we talked about Kobe. And again, Kobe's in that 1%, that less than 1%. He's in the room.
Absolutely.
Where he fits in the room is up for debate.
But he in there.
He's in the room.
Right.
So do not get that twisted.
Don't get it twisted.
Don't get that twisted. And if you know my history, this is a lot for me to say this.
That's a lot. If you know his history.
It is a lot for me to say this. Kobe is in the room. You know what I'm saying? When that 24 is picking side, he's in the room. Believe that. He's in there. You know what I'm saying? So, I had to come to a place, and this was long before he passed away. He was still very active in the league. When I had to come to the realization that, all right, this dude is he one of them. You know what I'm saying? And I had a little hate going on. But I had to come to that realization, that, hey, come on, Kenny, you tripping. I think you said that too, didn't you? Oh, Kenny, come on, man. Come on, man.
he can play a little bit, Kenny. Come on, man.
Oh, man, you went too far now. Right there. I ain't doing like said the entertainer did Jesse in Barbershop. I ain't go that far.
You ain't go that far.
I ain't go that far. You know, and that was hilarious. But you know, that was funny. That was funny.
Yeah.
Man, fuck Jesse Jackson.
I'm had to look at that again. I forgot all about that part. Yeah.
But I seen it. I seen it the other day when he died. Somebody posted it.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, somebody, you hate Kobe because he took Brandy to the prom and you thought you were. Man, I was 20-something years old. Brandy was. I wasn't wearing no Brandy. My prom days was over. I had a baby. By then already.
Yeah.
You know, I was a baby father.
That one girlfriend he had said, man, she used to go over there and try to get with him, and she wanted to, lay down with him. All he wanted to do was watch Come Fly with Me. Hey, damn. Cool. He said he watched it over and over.
Hey, Dean, you know what? That's why I didn't make it. That's why I didn't make it, because them opportunities, I wasn't going to turn them away.
No.
Especially in high school,
no. And that, I mean, that's really saying something too.
Mm-hmm.
Because a lot of times, man, when you get caught up in that, it's gonna take you away from reaching your highest level.
Yeah, well, I've been working ever since.
Right.
I got a degree though.
Yeah.
I did get a degree.
Yeah.
But yeah, my ass been working. I said, nah, this basketball ain't for you, buddy.
Right.
You can leave them women alone.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, I mean, I gotta make a choice.
Right. Yeah, gotta manage that stuff.
You had a baby in the 8th grade. No, I didn't. Nope.
No.
I was an innocent.
I was an innocent virgin, man.
Yeah, definitely a virgin in the 8th grade. Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
It took me a couple years, but once I got started.
Yeah, that's the thing. Once you get started.
Yeah. I ain't going down this rabbit hole with this dude.
No.
My kids might be watching.
Right.
Talking all this fool stuff.
That's right. We got some 8-year-old subscribers or something, right? How old was the young fella that was on?
Yeah, little kids be watching.
Yeah, stuff, man. You got some young subscribers checking out the Sports Mix.
Yeah. Well, make sure y'all subscribing and stay locked in, man. Like I say, we got some other things coming. Some guests coming up next few weeks or so. We talk we gonna mix it up a little bit. Some might be somebody you familiar with. Might be somebody you need to get to know. But nonetheless, stay locked in.
Mm-hmm.
Stay locked in to the Sports Mix. Make sure y'all subscribe. Make sure y'all sharing these videos. Make sure y'all hitting the like buttons, and all that engagement is necessary for to grow the page, to grow the channels. You know what I'm saying? So need y'all to start liking the videos and loving the videos and sharing the videos and telling your friends about it. All that good stuff. So as we wrap up for the evening, condolences to the Jackson family.
Absolutely.
Reverend Jesse Jackson, passed away a couple weeks ago. Wasn't here last week to say it, but definitely wanted to send condolences out to him. A young man from the Minnesota Vikings that took his life over the weekend, I believe.
Rondell,
yeah. Well, condolences out to him as well. And he said he a subscriber and haven't received his payment. It's coming. Yeah, it's coming. I don't know. You got to check that. You might get. We got the snail mail. You just gotta be patient. I think I sent it telegraph. What they call them thing? Telegram.
Telegram.
A stinging telegram.
Take a while.
They're gonna sing a song to you too when they drop it off.
Oh yeah, those, yeah.
Yeah, one of them. Yeah, but until next week, and you might see me before that, in between time, but you never know.
Never know.
Stay locked in. But answer this question: do you really love sports? That's a question I'm gonna be asking from time to time. Do you really love these sports, man? What do you really love about it? Talk to me.
Mm-hmm.
But we out of here, man. Y'all have a good week.
Enjoy
the rest of your week, man. Be safe out there. In this weather. It'll be springtime before you know it.
I'm going on the blank now. So
yeah. Right on time. All right, y'all have a good one. Peace.